Welcome to the 16th edition of QED. Welcome to our playground. My name is Vedrana Mihalic. I'm running international business here in Kroz, but I have been kind of mothering this event since the start. And I'm not the only one. There is a bunch of really excellent and great people who are, besides their regular jobs, organizing this event. And we, all of us mentioned earlier, and all of us from Kroz, we really wish to thank you for choosing once more or for the first time to attend our conference. So last year when I was this is now completely improvisation. So last year when I was opening the event, I didn't have my glasses, and now everything is so shiny. So I hope there are people out there and that you will hear us out. So last year as well, when we had our conference, we realized that year by year, topics we are discussing are becoming more serious. So there was trust, there was future-proof, resilience, there was, of course, I'm now mentioning all those words on your bingo sheets, and I'm not sure if everybody is having their bingo sheets in papers in your hands, and you have pens. So whenever I say something, feel free to cross it. Whenever you cross the whole line, you just scream bingo, but only one person. So getting back to the previous conferences, all those topics we used to discuss, they become more serious. And we realized that this kind of collides with our intention to provide all of you this space in which you feel safe enough, like we have felt safe enough to experiment, to be creative in previous years. So obviously we did something right, and you keep on returning, and you keep on trusting us. And yeah, those are the words on the bingo sheets. And so it came, we are now at the moment where we have I think 22 or 23% more people at the conference. Maybe not all of you just were able to come today on the opening, but there will be a lot of people, there will be a lot of content. We will even have a conference inside of conference. Krešo Mudri said the other day that instead of sitting relaxed and just having this feeling of playing, he decided to organize a whole conference together with Joachim. So we will have Mighty Mainframe with us this year. Thank you, guys. So maybe next year you will be here in Fortis having all the talks. So all that content, more people, more content, more ideas. It turned out that the topic we want to discuss this year is in fact playground. And why playground? Because this is this special feeling you get when you are not forced to come somewhere. You just go there because you feel great there. You go there because you are in some sort of flow, and it's fun to do it. And you are not maybe so much obsessing on the result, although you really care about the result. I would say that's the main difference between I don't know, Vieko asked me earlier today, what's the difference between experimenting and playing? And that would be this feeling of, I do care, but even if it turned out something differently, it's okay, I will learn from it. It is safe for me to fail. It is safe for me to learn more. And so I'm now going back and forth, but when we decided last year that we want to talk about playground, for us, the team that I mentioned, who is organizing the event, everything became play. As I think Ivan Krnić or Krešo Musa said earlier today as well, we kind of got license, and it was okay for us to be goofy. And we really are still goofy. Even now, 10 minutes before, we were just still joking and making maybe even too hard jokes sometimes. But it provided for us this feeling of playground. I was super happy that this year we got so many young people and very creative people in the team. I will not point them out. They are here in the room. They will be on the stage. But 3 names that I really wish to thank a lot for their efforts are Ana Nikolić, Vera Zupčić-Životić, and Robert Martinović. Please, wave. Those are the people who were able to fit you all in. When I say all, as I said, so many more participants, so many more content and speakers, and of course our dear sponsors. So this year we had 3 golden sponsors. There is play as well now in place, because earlier today they told me, if you manage to say all sponsors without the paper, you win. What's my word? I don't know. But so we have golden sponsors are Octopus Deploy. Thank you so much, guys. Flying from Australia to do that. Then Delinea Ingram Micro. Wow, one more for me. And Cloudera. Thank you so much for being our golden sponsor. Then Rocket Software as gold sponsor. Thank you. Profi as our sponsor. Thank you. And Lenovo. And I forgot the last one, right? Okay, just so I can fail. And I kind of hope that this fail would be like a last thing on your bingo, but still no luck with the bingo. Okay, but as you know, playground is often a very, very lonely place to be if you are on your own there. So you usually want to have some friends in the playground. And usually at that same place, there are people who kind of push you to do something you never thought you will do it. Like, you know, something like Dennis the Menace. And our own Dennis the Menace, the guy who always has so many brilliant ideas that we need to make, is our CEO, Vjekoslav Jadršić. So I wanted to have, like, for each of my 2 friends on the playground, I wanted, like, to describe them as a cartoon figures, and I asked ChatGPT, if Vjeko would be Dennis the Menace, how would you explain the guy who is always like, relax, yeah, we will do it, don't worry, Vedrana is how you say it, like. If Vjeko says, we will handle the way, we will find a way. So, and ChatGPT said that it would be Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, and that would be Peter Bleninger. So guys, that was a really cool moment. I will now screen. So cheers, everybody. Those are 2 of you, and there are guys playing. So, this play, when we decided to talk about the play, it sounded a little bit like a buzzword, like, I don't know, resilience is nowadays this buzzword everybody is talking about, and it's on the bingo sheets as well. And so we bought even a book, play. I read it like 10 times, trying to find, are we really playing in the cross? And I think we do. And Vjeko, you would be like a person who is very into sports. I would say that's kind of your passion. And as I explained in a kind of joke, you really are, at least you were for me, somebody who always had idea what I should do before I even realized I could do it. And even without asking or even without allowing us space to rethink if we are capable. And what I see today when you work with young people, I see here, I don't know, Damir, for example, there, you do the same. Like in this 10 years, 15 years stretch time, even more, you still have this energy to work as you are playing. How do you do it? It's very easy, you know.
Earlier to think about it a little bit.
No, that was my now.
Yeah. What to say? I like to play a lot. Yes, I have to admit I like sports. I like playing at job also at work. And as you ask me, how can I somehow, you know, I think a lot. I think a lot how to actually make this playground to all. You know, and when I see us, you know, as I don't know. We are together like 20 years now, almost 20, yep. Or more or less. So always things are always changing. That's the life, you know.
Change,
when I see
bingo. We will call you afterwards, Tobias, right?
Did I say something
Yes, you
wrong?
said change.
Okay.
You will. Yeah, Robbie will give you your award.
Okay.
Once more.
Bravo.
Great. Okay, change.
So, as I said, so I can see, what's actually what I think that it's my purpose and what I have to do. I have to make this playground to everyone in Cross. And when I see that people have opportunity, actually not how to say that that they have potential to do something. And when I see that, actually you talk a lot.
Okay.
And you discuss
Come
a lot.
on. That's not fair. I'm sorry.
I just want to say that it's always like that, to see what's the new thing which will come.
Okay.
But I'm not the person that I know that. But I listen others, and I see some energy in some people which is combined with potential to succeed. And that's then what I'm trying to force, to persuade them actually, to give them some energy to go, to move on, to change things. They know a lot of things. We have to go abroad. We have to do something more, actually.
Like QED.
No QED.
No?
It was not but my idea at all.
Yeah, okay,
No. But
when...
I just want to say not our idea, but somehow, for example, German office. We used to work many years on the German market before, but that was the idea. Sorry, we have to go. We have to go actually more tightly there. We have to understand them. We don't understand them much. We can understand business as IT business, but not the people, not the culture. Something is missing. Then we connected to Joachim. Then Joachim brought Peter,
yeah.
And now we are here again with these kind of things. It's very similar with AI. When Damir came to our company, we were not very familiar with AI like we are today. And then he persuaded Musa, that Musa said as a big thinker, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we have to go in that direction. And then we went there, So it's like that. Always some kind of making playground and making, these opportunities to live and to grow across, our customers. At the end of the day, we always have to fulfill wishes of our customers. So that's the most important part. That's our purpose at the end.
So Peter was supposed to be our client. So Peter was supposed to come here before Corona, right?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
present as CEO of German insurance company. And now you are here for more than two years, working very closely with Joachim and running our German office. And how was for you this transition from playing at German corporate organization and now into this? I really love how Joachim always says we are running startup and have 400 people behind us. How does it feel? How is it for you personally?
Great.
Okay, bye. We are done.
No, really, I think the big difference is the fun in the game. Yeah. So Nassim Taleb would call it the skin in the game, but I would say it's the fun in the game. And compared to a traditional, hierarchical, organized, 100-something years old insurance company, there is not that much politics in the game. We have all, I think, the same idea of how we can provide a safe working environment for our people, so that it's easy for everybody to get out of the comfort zone, to put some more buzzwords on the bingo sheet. And I think that's it, because playing is about, in our case, getting a first-hand experience with new technologies in many cases. And when you do this in playing around with it, you can imagine what you can do. So you get out of these strict patterns that you maybe have to follow when you are in an efficient organization that already knows how to do things right because they did it for 100 years. And I think these things changed. So we see the better solutions out there every day, and to really get to know them and to experience that these are the better solutions, you have to play around with it. And that's why I like the motto of the day. And as Joachim and I had before kind of the same understanding of how we would like to run an IT company, it was a great opportunity for me that I got asked, and then I got to know you guys, and we came together. We found an arrangement, and we are still working together, and this
Still,
is just great.
Is there something you want to say?
Yes, still means after more than 2 years now
Yeah.
that we know each other, it's becoming better and better, and that's actually, for me personally, it's a new experience. Yeah.
And you
Normally
said the other
things
day
get
3
worse,
years,
yeah.
so you think that you are with us,
Forever.
many, yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, that's because you are pushing me so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, about pushing, exactly. That's something I wasn't sure if I'm going to ask Rieko, but I think this is the safest place to ask him anything. So,
At least without any violence. Not in front of the public.
Okay, so funny thing, German guy said that you should be the one very politically correct. We from Croatia are not so careful. Where is Chris? Chris writing this? Yeah, thank you. So about pushing. So that's maybe again one reference why I really loved this hockey. So this was we were attending a match between Germany and Austria last week, something like that, and we really had a great time in Garmisch. And that's in the sports, you never kind of give up. You always try when you, I don't know, if you win a national championship, you try to go further. And I sometimes, not sometimes, very often, I experience you wanting to go further, never being really happy with something. Is this something we can change maybe so it becomes easier or no way?
I think useless question.
Yeah, no.
It is in front of everyone, but
No,
come on, that's
but
a journey is the goal. So
yeah, okay. So what's your goal?
Never to be happy and satisfied
Okay.
with the situation.
Okay,
That's my goal.
No.
Just kidding. So sorry. I have to apologize to everyone who actually doesn't know us very well. Just ask who is Damir, who is Musa. If you can now or later, but I noticed.
You can guess. Maybe
I noticed that we
game as well.
we started to talk like everybody knows us.
Yeah.
Not to forget Ivan. So any Ivan, please raise your arms.
So
Yeah.
So I don't know how to say. I think that something's, I don't know, chasing me, like we can always be better. And it's not for me and for my personal satisfaction. I don't really care about that. It's just cross as a bunch of people to be better, to be happier actually with our success, with our actually to satisfy customers, to do our job professionally, to be always somehow useful to whole society, and also
I wouldn't say to fulfill the wishes. I would say to generate value, because the wish of our customer is not always what they really need. And I think that's discussions we have quite often. Yeah. And I think the only purpose of a company is to generate more value for your clients, for your customers, and not to make them happy. They have to get something out of it. Otherwise, we would be feel-good managers, which we are not, or we shouldn't be.
Totally agree. But I wanted to say, that in terms of actually our purpose, actually, I just try to say what inspires me all the time. So we can say relationship with our customers. I didn't want to say to fulfill their wishes, but
you're okay,
to make something meaningful to them, of course.
And we are in fact now going to that final question before we turn playground to other players. But so let's say that every topic we discussed on QEDs before, it always goes from the personal level to the team or organizational level, but there is this final level, and that's we are not here just to chat and have a great time. We can all do it always, obviously. But we are here to provide value to our clients, whoever we are. If there are people here who are working for the bank, I am maybe their client, so they will need to provide value to me. But this same bank could be my client, and I need to provide value to them. So, Peter, how do you see us playing at that kind of playground, at the market, at clients? How to be able to form the team with people who are in fact in some other teams and some other organizations? How do you see that?
Well, I don't know if I got the question right, but I would say
but
it's
you can always
our
answer
job.
it.
You know me. Yeah. So I think our job is to what Vieco described about seeing the potential in some situation and push the people in the right direction, or nudge them. It would be probably the more polite word. And what we can do is we can offer them to play together with us around with new stuff, discover the value that's in there, imagine what we could do together. And that's kind of the first step in any new technology. So to get a hands-on experience, to get over this fear of change. Everybody, especially when you work in insurance, it's already in the word sure, no change, safe spot. And with this motto of our this year's QED, I think it's good that we together with the clients can provide a safe playground to experience with this upcoming change. There will always be a change, or in more than one dimensions. And together with us, we can imagine what we can generate on value that is not there, because nobody in this efficient internal environment, it's not really always possible to do these kind of experiments. But when we have some people who played already a little bit around and help others to get over these first hurdles, then I think that could be some really great value, especially when you move on and have to adapt to these changing environments out there. It's like with digitalization. All companies talk about, we have to digitalize us. That's not true. The society around them is going in this direction, and they just try to keep up with the pace that's going on out there. It's not about digitalization in any organization. It's just to follow the need of the market or the changed behavior of the clients out there. That's why they do it, not because they have to. It's because that they stay relevant.
It's not like it's law. There is a law that says you need to digitalize. I would just like to point out one more thing that Denis Jajcevic, not Denis the Menace this time, said in the beginnings when we were discussing play, and there was always, and it was a really valid question when we said, what if people have something that's very pressing and it's very serious, and wouldn't they think that I don't have time to play? I really cannot afford to play. But I think what we were all saying, that this is not like something if you have too much time. It is the way how to address problems so you can see them better and you can be maybe more creative in solving them. So one more thing. So we have been playing with the conference, we have been playing with our calendars, and we have been playing with our identity as well. And I kind of hope that one of you will say, I really changed a lot during these 15 years, but it seems your values, no, I was joking with hoping. It seems that times are changing, but we stay the same. We just maybe change how we address some things. And this is very similar with Cross. Our core values and our purpose, like Vieco was talking a lot about purpose, we haven't changed. That's us. We are helping our clients. We are solving the problems, as you said. But we wanted to see ourselves from the different angle. So maybe you spotted that there are now some weird logos around. Maybe you've seen some completely different visuals, right? So, and we decided that you are the people we want to show our new stuff for the first time. That's it. that's it. It was really short. Thank you. That's it. Yes, please. What shall we say? You can say. That's like elevator speech without preparations.
That's completely without preparation. Yeah, I like it. So we've been involved in this discussion, and I think for us, especially with our German focus, I would say, this helps us to find the right position in the market. So we had a long discussion last year. I wasn't so convinced in the beginning if it is really a good idea to start with some rebranding.
Me too,
stuff.
I have to admit.
I thought you were the driver.
No, Krešo was the driver.
Krešo was driving it. Okay. Yeah. So, but then you guys convinced me and said, "Well, let's do it." And I think the whole exercise was pretty good because, especially for us German guys, it was in English. Otherwise, we always have to throw these Croatian documents into Google Translate, and then we get something out, but I'm not sure if it's right. In this case, we started in the beginning all together discussing about what our values are, what we want to be, where we see our advantage in the market, and actually what you see today is just a visual representation. Of course, that's important, but there's more behind, and that's enough without preparation. So, Jeko, please take
Can
over.
you do it without preparation?
But you know what was really interesting? Because when Krešo said that we need rebranding, I said, yeah, right. I'm not the marketing man, so... but when we started to discuss, and can I say the company who built it? Is it
why not?
like a commercial?
We are even showing Jana, although they are not sponsors.
So there is a company in Croatia, Bruket and Žinić. They are actually in Croatia famous for doing this rebranding. And when they came, I thought that we will discuss about this, like new logo, new design and everything, but it was completely different story. First couple of these workshops, they tried to understand what we do and how to approach to them, because more or less a lot of similar companies like we are, we want to say that we are special, but when you come to German market, you look like a little small company in thousands of others, So it was so cool to see professionals from non-IT business, how they see us, and when they try to explain to us how normal people who are not from IT business should see us. So that was really great exercise, and I'm really thankful to Krešo. Krešo, thank you for this and for this new logo. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. We will put you
always on the stage because you say thank you at least once per year, so it's cool. Maybe next year I'll be the one. No, thank you guys, really.
So was it this fishing for thank you?
No. Next year. Okay, thank you.